Hey Libra, what's going on, guys? This is your reading for the solar flare energy. Um, the solar flare energy has been triggering people. Um, Even if somebody's not trying to trigger you, things that are being said or things that are being experienced have been lighting things up in people, trying to wake them up to something inside them. So, let's see how the solar flare energy has affected Libra. We've got the Two of Pentacles at the bottom. Eight of Pentacles. Nine of Cups. Son of Wands. And the Tower. All right, so with the Two of Pentacles, it's about weighing your options, trying to make a decision. Underneath that, we have Judgment. So something's happening where you have to make a choice. You have to make a choice. What makes you happy? You have to go after it. But what is that? Eight of Pentacles. Eight of Pentacles is working hard, being focused. Being focused. But then the Tower is something's breaking your focus. Something's breaking your focus. You're not fulfilled and you want to be fulfilled. You need to go in that direction. So it's like having to decide. Having to decide. Huh. All right, what triggers that? What triggers that? Ooh. Nine of Wands with the Sun at the bottom. It's like there's a wall to happiness. There's like some kind of barrier that needs to come down. And it's like once you realize there's something in your way, like suddenly like it's like you're distracted by that. It's like, no, this doesn't make me happy. Like I need to do something. I need to do something. But what is it? What is it? All right. And then this energy leads to strength. Strength. Father of Wands. It leads to taking action and having the strength to do it. You have the strength to do it. Just make sure you're not going from a place of ego. Um, Make sure it's from a place of love, compassion for yourself and others. I know Libra can get there, the sign of Libra, it's scales, justice, trying to keep those scales balanced. So it's hard to make a decision. It's hard to make a decision. So sometimes when we have to make a decision, we will do it out of fear. And that decision's coming from the ego. So you have to make your decision based off of what's for the greater good of yourself and other people involved. That's always the best way to make a decision. Um, all right, let's. Seven of Wands at the bottom. I was going to pull for over here and then just go all the way across, but when I started flipping cards, my hand went directly to over here. Yeah, it's like now you're paying attention to what isn't right, what doesn't feel good. Your focus is starting to go on regret. Um, and then we got Justice over here, you know, keeping the scales balanced and mm, this thing that's in your way. It's like like Nine of Wands is also like the warrior spirit. Like I can keep going, but there's something in the way. There's something in the way. That's why it doesn't feel like the battle's over. It's like it feels like you have to keep fighting. Um, mm. It feels like you felt like you got somewhere and then like you hit this roadblock and it throws the scales out of balance. But the scales always come back into balance, you know? Um, when things need to go when things need to come into balance, they go completely out of balance first. It's like you have to explore one end of the spectrum and then go explore the other end of the spectrum to even know where the center is, to even know where the balance is. You know, you have to, you can't know what happiness is without experiencing pain. Um, hmm. All right, I'm looking at the Nine of Cups and the Son of Wands. Like, what will make me happy? I want it. I want it. So the Father of Wands, yeah, I want the Nine of Cups. I'll do what it takes to get there. But then the Son of Wands, it's like, okay, so the impulse is here. I'm ready to go. But I'm I'm not sure what to do. Seven of Cups is confusion. There's so many options. Like I'm not sure which one. All right. I don't know. Okay. So like I was saying, both ends of the spectrum. I think maybe that's why I'm being pulled to the. It's like the sun and the moon, like night and day, um, right side up, upside down. That I'm like drawn to like the black and white, and then the gray in between. Hmm. It's like our soul knows what we want, but it's like we have to experience everything in in order to really feel what resonates. Um, because sometimes we really think we want something or we really feel like, oh, I want this, but that like if there's like like a need that hasn't been met, so it's like subconsciously we think we want this, but like we're just trying to fill some kind of void. But if we don't know what that void is, then we'll fill it with things that the mind thinks the mind thinks will fill it, um, instead of knowing, you know. So sometimes when we don't just know, when we think we know but we don't really know, sometimes like we need to experience in order to fully understand. All right, let's pull on this Nine of Wands. Yeah, the breaking point. like you hit the wall, but you don't want to stop there. You don't want to stop there. So it creates a pressure. It creates a pressure. Um, Three of Pentacles at the bottom, building a solid foundation, being able to work together. I don't know why I'm saying work together. It hasn't really felt like there's been another person involved in this reading. Um, hmm. Maybe you want to build together with someone and you're not right now. You know, that could be what's going on with some of you. Others of you, you want to build on something that's not a person, but it's like it's a part of you. So it's like you have to break through this barrier like within yourself, because the barrier within yourself is what creates the barrier in the external world outside of yourself, whether it's with some kind of project, um, or whether it's with another person. All right. Um, strength. Oh, geez. All right, a bunch of cards flipped out, but it's like way too many. But two, the cards that flipped out didn't flip over; they just fell out of the deck. But two of them did flip over, and it's the Lovers and the Three of Cups. So, for some of you, and we have the Hanged Man at the bottom. For some of you, like I said, this is about something that's for you, something that's a part of you. And being able to share that and communicate that. And for others of you, this is about a connection, about a relationship, about two soulmates coming together, um, and being able to communicate. And there was a barrier to it, and ooh, mm, maybe maybe you were putting up a barrier, or someone was putting up a barrier to this connection, and that's like a breaking point, and it changes focus and kind of throws things out of balance. If you're putting up a barrier to someone that you actually want to come together with, then yeah, it's not going to feel good. It's not going to feel good. It's going to bring confusion. There's going to be a tower moment. Like something's going to feel like it broke, and then the focus is going to change, the direction, the where your attention is going to change, and then suddenly you can't you can't stop thinking about this person. It's like, what was I doing? um or or if somebody put up a wall to you, and you want to go after them, that creates a breaking point, and you need to shift direction, um and have the strength to go out and meet somebody new. And if that person's meant for you, you shifting direction will actually draw them more towards you. You know, it's like magnets. If they start to push away from each other, you just change the direction of them. And then suddenly they're drawn to each other, you know. Um, and if that's not the case with your energy with this person, if you guys don't really have that like magnetic energy, then if you go your separate way to meet other people and they don't come back, at least you're open to meeting new people, and you'll find somebody more aligned with you, somebody that's more meant to come and connect with you. And if it's somebody that you were connected with, and it's like, well, how are we not connected now? One or both of you have changed your frequency, you know. You can't go back and lower your frequency for somebody else. You have to move on. You have to move on. Don't ever lower your frequency for somebody else. It's not worth it. It's not worth it, because it's always going to come to an end eventually. All right, I'm going to leave this here, Libra. Please comment down below. Let me know how this resonates with you. Like, share, subscribe, and good luck.